I just want to fight with the best fighter on the world.
Joshua Van proved last night that he's a champion, and I'll tell you this right now: it's gonna be a hard task for anybody to come get that belt off him.
Joshua Van looked sensational, got on the microphone, told Alexandre the Pantoja to get your shit together, okay? And said, if you want to run it back, we can do that. And of course, that is the fight that should happen next. But tonight, that belongs to Joshua Van. Man, he looked incredible, stayed really calm, good defense on the ground. Tyra couldn't even get any kind of submission attempt really going. Stayed calm, got back to his feet, and with the boxing, man, he was absolutely deadly.
We have had a lot of great fights in the flyweight division that will go into the Hall of Fame at some point. The fight tonight is going to be another one of those that does. And you don't get an all-time great fight unless you have a great dance partner, and that was Tatsuro Taira. That first round, Tyra fought the perfect round. Second round, he was fighting pretty good again. Van hurts him at the end of the round. Third round, Van almost kills him. He hurts him so many times that you think it's only a matter of time before Tyra's out of there. But not only is Tyra not out of there, Tyra wins the next round somehow. Wins the next round. You go into round 5, and it's 2-2. At least on my scorecards, it's 2-2 going into round number 5. Ultimately, that didn't matter. Joshua Van gets the finish. Tyra was mad about the finish. I don't think he should be upset about it. I know he would have fought more, but I don't think it was necessary.
Joshua Van got taken down and mounted and had the audience booing. He was taken down, mounted, and bored the audience 60 seconds in. 22 minutes in, the audience was on their feet cheering for him in victory. It really was this incredible thing.
I mean, in that whole fight, you saw the ups and downs because, you know, in the beginning, he was getting taken down, he was getting controlled. Again, just like Sean Strickland, you can see the calm in his eyes. And I love seeing that in fighters. No panic. And that shows the experience in Josh Van, right? The Joshua Van. He's been there. He's done that. You know, I'm gonna get back up and we're gonna finish this fight. And then you see him come back. He's dropping Taira left and right.
Man, Tatsuro is a tough motherfucker, man. that's all I could think of. Like the first time I dropped him, he was like, I think he was out. And I think I kind of woke him back up. And then the second time, like, I can see him was going out, and then he came back. Like, that guy is tough, man. Much respect to him.
He fought a fantastic fight, Joshua Van did. And I gotta be honest, his boxing is way better than I gave him credit for. I knew his boxing was good. But man, if you guys watch him and the way he delivers his shots, he would turn his hip, and he actually keeps his elbow so tight to his ribs, but he would turn his hip, and he would just throw his shot straight down the pipe. So if I'm turning my hip and I throw that elbow straight from my hip, you're not going to see that punch coming. You can't see how fast it's coming. And that landed almost every single time. It didn't help that Tyra can't move his head offline. It's driving me crazy, man. Like, move your head a little bit offline. He's just there to be hit.
And how about Tyra?
Yeah.
I mean, Tyra has the heart of just a warrior. Yeah. I mean, that dude could have thrown it in multiple times in that fight where it looked like it was over, where he was battered.
Again, and then, what's his name? The Tatsuro Tyra. Oh my God, dude. Like, that man, way bigger man than me. I'm watching that fight, and I mean, that guy is truly a savage. Like, I remember watching that fight, like, he needs all the bonuses. Like, yeah, so, and how old is he? 26. I mean, he's a kid. You know, his balls hasn't even dropped. So I'm excited to see him hold a belt one day.
Tyra fought like a lion. Van fought like a lion. It was a seesaw battle. Nobody was giving up. Let me tell you something. You got to get familiar with Japanese culture. The Japanese, man, they have the heart of the samurai. They're willing to fight to the bitter end. One thing cannot knock the Japanese on. They have so much heart. It's a cultural thing. These men, these Japanese fighters, Japanese people as a whole, they have so much fighting heart. They show it all the time.
And I tell you what, Joshua Van is the real deal, bro. Him, the way he handled Tatsuro Taira, and how he did it, and the simple fact that he's a pressure fighter. and he should remain that way. You know what I mean? He should always pressure people. And that was it, man. He called Tatsuro Taira's bluffs, dude. I mean, it was round one to Tatsuro Taira looked like it was gonna just be a wrestling fest where he was just gonna take him down and control him and whatnot. But man, Joshua Van's a real deal, bro. That was a really good win against a guy who beat a former champion in Tatsuro Taira and beating Brandon Moreno.
The co-main event, Van versus Tatsuro, fight of the year so far, maybe, you know. That might be, because on a technical level, this was a really good fight. Action, pressing, superhero level, like these guys risked it all. And man, what a fight they gave us. And then it stops with a good finish, like.
This is the perfect fight to prepare him for Alex Pantoja. Reason why is because Alex Pantoja is going to want to take him down. Now, Alex Pantoja is probably maybe a better grappler than Tatsuro Taira just because he has so many years under his belt as a black belt and fighting for so many years. But I think this is a perfect blueprint for Tatsuro Taira got mounted Joshua Van multiple times, right? It's like you get taken down jiu-jitsu and you get mounted, that's like 4 fucking points, and multiple times, right? Like that's the most dominant position you get in jiu-jitsu, one of them. Tatsuro Taira mounted him 4 times. Now, if Pantoja is able to mount Joshua Van, what does that look like, right?
But I think Pantoja's jiu-jitsu game is way more diverse. If you come up, he is going to attack your neck. If he gets to a position, he is going to go for submission and side control, half guard, Kimuras, things like that, which makes it that much more exciting. Because I thought Tyra was that guy. He's not that guy. He has time. He's still really young. But now, yeah, I would love to see the Pantoja fight properly this time. Hopefully, we can get to see everything without any injuries. And
man, I'm definitely gonna get better from this fight. You know, there's a lot of things that I gotta improve on. So, man, you guys will see, yeah, a lot better Joshua Van soon. A lot of people, when they win the belt, they just want to go up and things like that. But I want to make history. Because a lot of people don't know flyweight like that, you know what I mean? Now we're just popping up. So I want to do great things in flyweight division.
Van never gives up on himself. I watched him do that in this very building against Royval about this many months ago. He doesn't ever quit. What happened in the first round doesn't weigh on him for the second round. What potentially could happen in the fourth round doesn't factor into what he's going to do in the third round. I can tell you as an athlete, but also as a coach, this is what I preach to the kids. Live in the moment. But I will tell you, doing it is very hard. Joshua Van does it. He can reset. I never see him breathing hard. I always see his face. He's got a poker face. Whatever situation he's in, that's the situation he's in. And his ability to reset, Kamaru Usman, Henry Cejudo, George St. Pierre, the elite level athletes can do that. I'm putting Joshua Van in the same category that I'm putting George St. Pierre. Wow. Yes, you heard that correctly.
Joshua Van's here to stay. He's very young. He's very active. And he's a fucking brawler, dude. He fights so sick. And you're going to have to be a shot selector with some power to beat him. I'm looking at Kyoji Horiguchi. I'm looking at Manel Cap. But if Van keeps going, he's young, he's hungry, he's made some money now. He's the man, he knows it. We'll see what happens in the Pantoja rematch, who he called out. And if he gets past him, there's big fights at flyweight to go down.
Like, who doesn't want to see that fight between him and Pantoja? You know what I'm saying? If Joshua Van is ready, like, bro, you know, the crazy part about Joshua Van is the fact that he's young. His motor runs different, bro. His recovery is different. He's a young kid, bro. He's able to recover like that. Now with Pantoja, you know, turning 36, like, bro, Pantoja having a lot of different skills, it's just a different game, Kush. Like, I'm not gonna count out Joshua Van again.
I think everybody wants to see me versus Joshua Van, you know, that's very interesting. But, you know, like a UFC fan, that's a nice thing to watch. But Pantoja, myself, I don't care, you know. I just want to fight with the best fighter in the world. I want to fight with the best Joshua Van ever, you know. That's what I want, you know. The first 30 seconds of the fight, I scored him so many times. He tried to grapple with me, you know. And that's what's happening, you know. I think his celebration to all that, but I'm not judge, I'm not judge because that's the dream for everybody, and like I say, in his destiny have this belt,